Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to today's video. In this video, I'm going to be doing a full face of products that I used to hate or that I still hate. I'm not really sure, we'll find out. But I have a ton of makeup products. My collection at this point is just huge and I have so much makeup where I will never use all of it up. So I was like, you know what? I might as well just go through my collection, go down memory lane and find products that I used to not get along with very well. So I don't want to spend too long on the intro because I have a feeling this video is going to be a long one. I'm going to try to edit it down. Under 20 minutes is my goal, but we'll see how that goes. And let's just get started. All right, so first things first is primer. This is a primer that I bought probably about 2 years ago. It's been a long time since I've used this. This is by J1 Jelly Pack, and this is their Dramatic Firming Skin with improved elasticity and pore smoothing. That is all it says, but it's a primer, and I heard about this from Nikki Tutorials. It's supposed to be a dupe for that super expensive primer. I can't remember the name of it. I'll have a picture of it up here. But when I used this, it was just the opposite of what I expected. So that super high-end primer that I just showed a picture of was like all the rage back in 2017, 2016. And I wanted it so bad, but it was expensive as... So I didn't get it, obviously, because I'm sensible and broke. That's the main reason, but... So when Nikki Tutorial started talking about this primer, it sold at Sephora, I was like, yes, I have to get it. I'll show you all up close if I can. The formula is super sticky. Like, this comes out, I didn't even really know how to apply it at first because it was so sticky. It felt like I was applying super glue, but I just kind of rub it in between my fingers and then just kind of press it where you want your makeup to stick. I don't know, it's a very strange feeling because it feels hydrating, but it's also like hella sticky. And I don't know if I should put it on my nose because, like, is it pore filling? I don't know. I think this primer just confused me more than anything. So I guess we'll see how my foundation applies on top of this. And also, you can't rub it in or else it'll like pill up because it's so sticky. I don't know. This was a weird one. Can you all hear how sticky it is? Maybe I need to put more of it on than usual. Was that my problem? Okay, my skin feels extremely sticky. Like I just rubbed Elmer's glue and let it dry for 10 minutes sticky. So let's go ahead and apply this foundation before it dries because I feel like it needs to stick to it. And for today's foundation, I am using two different foundations. This is the Hourglass Stick Foundation, and this is the Lancome. I can't pronounce this, but there will be a picture up. So these two I got a while back and they were like all the rage at one point. So I hopped on the train. I asked for it for Christmas. I asked for both of them for Christmas. And these two foundations just never really gave me quite what I was expecting. So I'm gonna start just by doing this, these little stripes. Then taking the Lancome foundation, I'm just gonna put little dots next to it. We'll see how this goes. I was really bummed when these products didn't work for me the way I saw that they were working for everyone else because first of all, they're expensive. And I was so excited about it. Like I couldn't afford expensive things. I literally asked for it for my Christmas list. It was like one of the main things I wanted. And then it just wasn't what I expected. Oh no. I don't know, it's just a lot on my skin. Super thick. I feel like I need more of that liquid. Oh no, my skin looks terrible. I'm gonna take my Eco Tool sponge and hopefully add some moisture to this. So this is what my skin looks like up close. It's not super terrible. I really think that this Lancome foundation saved the day because this foundation is just so dry on me. All the reviews that I watched though said that it was super hydrating on dry skin. It was not the case for me. It just clings to every single little dry patch I have. It creates more dry patches. Like, I just don't like this Hourglass stick foundation. This one, I'll have to use it on its own at a later time. It really wasn't that bad. I'm just not the biggest fan of full coverage foundations anymore. So this next product was made popular by influencer Tati Westbrook here on YouTube, and this is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Under Eye Concealer, and this just was never my thing. I've seen so many people love it, and I've wanted to love it because it comes with like the sponge tip applicator. You just twist it up and then you apply it, and maybe that's not the most sanitary, but it's a cute idea, and I wanted to love this. But my problem wasn't really the formula, but the shade was just too dark for me. And it's probably still gonna be too dark, but I want to try this out. And I've always hated it because it's never been light enough. And I'm gonna use it today, okay? So I twisted it up. Ugh, that triggers my trypophobia. Ooh, real bad. Okay, I'm just going to, that's a lot. Maybe I'm gonna like put some over here. Oh, I got way too much. Ah! Okay. This is not what I envisioned. I wanted to be able to blend it out with the sponge. Hold on. Okay, let's see how this little sponge goes. No, we're not using the sponge. Oh my God. It's not terrible. The shade's not that bad once I blend it out. How is it on camera? Pretty. Let's add some more. I don't think it's as full coverage as I would like my concealer to be. And it feels like a very whipped texture, which I like. But I feel like that makes it sheer out a lot. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong because this looks nice. Have I been missing out? I've literally had this in my collection for years. And I've always been too scared to try it because of the shade, but work. Hydrated? Oh, this is great. Take back everything I said. I love the way this looks. I really, really like this. Wow. Sweet. Score. Now, while my concealer is still tacky, I want to go ahead and apply my eyeshadow. So for this, I'm going to be using the Natasha Denona Gold Palette. And don't get me wrong, the shimmers are gorgeous. Like, they don't play around. But the mattes, I had such a hard time blending out when I used it. And since then, I just haven't really used it very much. And I feel like I need to. This was a gift. I want to get its money's worth, so I'm going to be retrying it again today. And this isn't really going to be a tutorial. I'm gonna kind of speed through this. I might show y'all what I'm doing and chime in here and there, but I'm gonna speed up the majority of this probably. This guy outside running is getting it. Yes sir, man bun. This shade will not blend out, and this is the struggle I always have with this palette. For $129, this should blend out like butter, and it's just not. This is just a nightmare, honestly. I don't know what it's looking like on camera, but in person it's patchy AF and I can't fix it. Okay, this is taking longer than expected, so I'm gonna go ahead, finish up this crease situation, and I'll come back. Not only was that a disaster, but I got so much fallout over here. And of course, this is the one time I do my face makeup first, and now I have like super crazy fallout. So we're gonna have to try to fix that. I'm gonna grab more of my concealer. All right, well, that's about as good as that's gonna get. We can fix some more with powder, but yeah, this, I would skip on Natasha Denona. I think she's overrated. Her shimmers are beautiful. They really are, but it's just not worth it for the price. I could spend forever picking apart my eyeshadow right now, but let's just move on to powder. For powder, I'm going to be using the Pro Filter Fenty Beauty powder. It's not that this is exactly bad. I have the lavender shade, so you can see it's like, oh, maybe it just looks white on camera, but in person it has like a purple tint to it. I think it's just maybe a little bit too dry. It is very scented though, so if you don't like scents, or if you're sensitive to scents, you might not like this powder. When I got this powder, I never really gave it a fair chance. I used it like 3 times and that was it. So I really just want to retry it out because I don't remember loving it, obviously, or else I would have kept using it. And I want to remember why. I'm not even sensitive to smells, but this powder just like going up my nose, it's a lot. I think it looks good on the skin. I definitely feel like it's smoothed. I don't like it more than my Maybelline powder though, which is like $5, so that says something. It just feels, I don't know, it feels really thick for some reason. It's not that it looks bad or anything, because it looks pretty good. It's just a texture thing, I guess. I don't know. Now for bronzer, I don't want to say that I hated this bronzer, but it just got a lot of hype and I still used it, but I never really understood the hype. I used it because I bought it and I still wanted to, you know, not waste my money. This is the Milani Baked Bronzer in the shade Dolce, and it's pretty. Like, I feel like so many people talked about this bronzer and they hyped it up so much, and when I used it, I was just like, it's okay. I don't really have a bronzer that I hate, so I just thought that I would give this one a try again. Let's see how this goes. This bronzer does have shimmer in it, and I don't mind the glow it's giving me on my cheeks, but on my forehead, that's a lot. But you know, with summer coming up, maybe that's what I'm going for. It's not my favorite, and I'm not in love with the color of it. I don't know, I feel like some parts are uneven, and no matter how much I try to blend it out, it just isn't blending out, or it's adding more shimmer, and that's what I don't want. And in the pan, there are like swirls of gold and like shimmer, so I feel like maybe that's what's making it uneven or like distribute unevenly. Ugh, this is not my favorite. There are patches on my forehead that I'm trying to blend out, and they're not blending. Okay, I'm gonna stop it there before I get too out of hand. I'm gonna clean some of this up with that Fenty powder. This powder is just a lot. Like, it looks really pretty, but it goes everywhere. I see myself reaching for this powder to use it up, but not really because I enjoy it that much. I definitely like my Maybelline powder more. It's creamier, it doesn't feel as heavy on the skin, and it's more affordable. All right, so for highlighter, I feel like you're either going to strongly disagree with me, or you're gonna be like, yeah girl, same. So this I was so excited about. This is another Fenty Beauty product, please don't hate me. But this is their Diamond Bomb highlighter in How Many Carats, and first of all, it's gorgeous. Like, I love the packaging. Inside, it literally looks like a diamond pot. Ignore that like brown sheen on it. That was just because I dipped my highlighter brush in it and it had other product on it, so whatever. But it's just super pretty. It's super sparkly, but that's just it. Like, there is no pigment to it really. It's just sparkles. So when I apply it, it's just like glitter on my face, and there's not that like beautiful like champagne goldy like shift. It's just like sparkle. I don't know how else to explain it, but let's just try it out again. hopefully it will change my mind. And it's like hard to pick it up too. I feel like I always have a hard time trying to get it on my brush. Yeah, there's all the glitter. I see it. Like on camera, that's pretty. But in person, that's a lot of glitter. I feel like this is a really good highlight topper. And maybe that's what it's meant to be. Or like for a festival or something, but I don't know, it's a lot. It is very pretty though, I will give it that. I feel like if you have texture, it would highlight a lot of texture. I don't really have much texture in this area, so I can't really speak too much on that, but I don't know. It does make it look very wet, so maybe I don't hate it. I wouldn't use it like this all over my cheekbone area again. But you know, you live and you learn. I think I would just use this as a highlight topper. Like put my normal highlight on, take a little bit of this and put it right on the tip. You know what I mean? So, and maybe that's how this is intended to be used. I'm not sure. Let's just go ahead and finish up the rest of the face. Now I'm kind of feeling it. Yeah, not terrible, not my favorite. More of a highlight topper than a, you know, all over the face type highlight, but it's pretty. I'm so glad I got it. I'm glad I have it. It's unique. It's a very unique product. I don't have anything else like it, so not too bad. For blush, this is an affordable product, so I'm not gonna hate on it that much. I think I paid like $10 for it. Maybe it was on sale, I'm not sure. This is by BH Cosmetics, and this is one of their 10 color blush palettes. And when I saw this online, I was very tempted. Obviously, that's why I bought it, but I was like, wow, 10 shades for like $10? Yes, I'm gonna get that. But when I got it in person, I just wasn't very impressed. The colors are much more muted in person. Online, they were very vibrant and it looked like something that, you know, I would be excited to use. So when I got it, I was just a little bit disappointed, and maybe that affected my opinion, but I'm gonna go in today with a clear head and I'm ready to give these a fair shot. I think I want to use more of these like yellow tone blushes to match my eyes, so we'll see how this goes. Now, for me to love a blush, it needs to be not super pigmented, but it cannot be sheer. Like, I don't want to be building it up forever. I want to be able to dip in, you know, 4 or 5 times with my brush, tap off a little bit of the excess and put that baby on, and it's like good to go. I don't have to build it up forever. So we'll see how these are. We'll see if they are too sheer for me or not. I'm really getting in there, so I'm giving it a fair chance. All right, let's see. Cute, cute, cute. Let's keep going. Oh, I got a little too much. Oh, I'm just gonna bring that up on my nose. Okay, well, they got pigment. I am not mad about it. And they blend out very well. Very, very well. They are very blendable. Like, I put too much color over here and already, I still need to blend it more, but already it like blended out a little bit for me. So that's impressive. Okay. I'm not mad at these at all. I think I went in a little too heavy-handed. I think I underestimated the power of these blushes. Yeah, I am happy with this. This definitely changed my mind. Very pigmented, very blendable, very smooth. I don't think it has any shimmer in it. It's kind of hard to tell with this highlighter on, but for the most part, I feel like they are matte blushes. Yeah, I have nothing else really bad to say about these. They are affordable. They come in different shades, like different options, and go get your hands on these. This is great. Okay, y'all, so we just have one more product left to talk about, and that's because my eyes are always the same. I don't really have a crappy mascara to share with y'all. I have plenty of good ones that I can recommend. If y'all watch my previous video, I recommend 3 drugstore mascaras that I love. So as for the lips, I'm about to film like a lip tutorial video, and I don't want to get my lips all crusty, but just for the record, I hate the Kylie lip kits, the liquid lipsticks. Can't stand them, especially the color Kristen. For me, that one was like especially awful. But the last product I want to share with y'all today that I do not like, or I used to not like, is by Cover FX, and this is their illuminating setting spray. The reason you have to shake it up is because there is so much like microfine glitter in here, and that was like what I did not super love about it. Because it's an illuminating setting spray, but that's because it has glitter particles in it. Anyways, let's just see how this looks today. Make sure you shake it up real nice. Oh yeah, that is one thing I remember though. The mist was like angelic. Honestly, not that bad. The glitter is not that bad. It is like micro fine. I feel like the only way you could see it is if you were like this close to my skin. Because from a distance, it doesn't look like glitter. It just like gives you like a sheen. You'll see. Don't pay attention to any of this glitter up here. That's literally from the highlight. It's crazy. I like how the skin turned out though. I am not mad about it. Bronzer's a little patchy over here, but let's not talk about that. All right, I think we're done. I'm gonna go ahead and finish up my face, and I'll be back to share my final thoughts. All right, y'all, I am back, and I went with this like super dark lip. I don't know if I'm uploading this video before or after my next video, but I'm doing a how to overline your lips video, and this is like the same exact, I just filmed it, so that's why I'm wearing the same thing, but but this is what I came up with, and this is the final look using products I hate / used to hate. All right, now I have a few thoughts, starting with the primer. I don't hate it as much as I used to. I think putting more on helped a lot, but it's just kind of hard to tell. I don't really know if it did anything. The Hourglass foundation, I didn't like the first time, and 2-3 years later, I still don't like it now. So I just am gonna have to say goodbye to this one. It is just too dry, way too dry for my skin. The Lancome foundation actually wasn't that bad. I might have to give that another try sometime, maybe in like a luxury video, but I'll keep that one around. Now the concealer, I'm so glad I gave this one a try. The shade always scared me off, and y'all saw me when I first put it on. I was like, this is not gonna work. This is not gonna look good. But it actually blended out beautifully. It was very lightweight, and I am a big fan. Now the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Powder, I really like it. The lavender shade is super great for brightening, and it is extremely blurring, and not in like a drying way. Like I have dry skin, and I didn't notice my skin being super dry at all with this powder, and I really like it. I am glad that I rediscovered this. The bronzer, not my favorite. I just love my Wet n Wild bronzer so much, and that one has shimmer in it, but this one is just like explosive. Like my bronzer up here, I toned it down, but it was just like out of control, and it was just, the shade was too orange for me. I don't know, maybe this works for some people, but wasn't my favorite. The blush palette I loved. I have nothing bad to say about these. Affordable, they have super great color selections, and it blended out like a dream. Now the highlighter, I still stand by what I said. Very pretty in video, not as pretty in person, but as a highlight topper, yes. Natasha Denona palette, not worth the money. Oh crap, I just dug into that, and of course that one was like my favorite shade. I'm just wrecking this palette, hold on. Okay, well, the Natasha Denona palette, not worth the money. These shimmers are beautiful, but the mattes are crap. Y'all saw how much I was struggling, and like this is where I got it to be, but it was not easy getting there, and this is not cheap. So I would just, no, go to ColourPop. I think the only thing left is the spray. If I'm missing something, I'm really sorry, but I think that's it. The spray, I really like it. It's nice. I don't think it's like super illuminating. I feel like most of this is my highlighter. But it was pretty. The mist is gorgeous. And if you don't mind like micro fine glitter, like you will not be able to tell unless you were like glued to that person's face. If you don't mind that, then I think you will like this. Do I think the Pixie Glow Mist gets you glowier? Yes. All right, y'all. Well, that is all that I had for this video. If you stuck around for the whole thing, thank you so much. This was a roller coaster, and I actually changed my opinion about a lot of these products. And that's really nice because I have so much in my collection and I feel like I forget about half of it. So when I can rediscover something that I thought I didn't like, it's really nice. And I actually get very excited by that. But that's all I have for y'all today. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see y'all in my next one. Bye.